everyone, and welcome back to another Apocalypse game day. We're playing Iron Lung this morning. Playing Iron Lung. It's going to be an interesting time. Look at this ominous red ocean. Surely not of any type of substance that I'm familiar with. It's a weird vibe to start. But there's some excitement brewing around this one, isn't there? We're going back to back with mouth-washing last week and Iron Lung this week. And then we'll see what we get next week as we're in the Halloween season. And we've got the spooky wheel. It is 7:30 in the morning. And we're gonna play some horror. We're gonna see what's going on with Iron Lung. We're really just going to jump right in and see how we're going. But welcome, one and all Apocalypse enjoyers. I hope you're excited for this one today. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I think this will be a shorter game, and so it'll be a shorter stream. We'll see what happens. Just going to press new. We're just going to jump in. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict, tasked with exploring this anomaly in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside and the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. That's the premise. Oh, great. Hey, you want to get submerged in an ocean of blood? Also, it will be welded closed, and good luck. I love the concept of, like, you'll earn your freedom, but I'm like, is anyone going to be there when I surface? I'll be like, hey, let me out of here in my river of blood. How do I get out of here? Already asking the big questions. How do I get out? That's such a crazy opening text as well. Every known star and habitable planet simply vanished. And this was known as the Quiet Rapture. Well, I was correct that it was an ocean of blood. I was hoping it would be not the case. I'm like, maybe it's misleading that it's just red. Press any key to continue. Which one's any key?
Descent. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by. I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding.
Closed my window. Alright, are we ready?
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so refocusing and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
Oh, so, here we are. We're in here. Are we ready for Titan Sub Simulator? This is not an expedition. It is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships and a sea of dead stars? If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I would choose to breathe my last at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. Great. Off to a good start. Okay. Whoa. Oh, is that just what's outside? Great. Alright, so I can get a readout what's outside. COI Informational Terminal. This is a local database. Be sure to update before each descent. Can I type a query? Oh my god, I can type a query. I don't have a query right now, but that's okay. We have a map, and I have my briefing. 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of Moon 85 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean. A trench beneath the ocean's surface has revealed several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub-controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. Jesus, yeah. How do I just blow it up? Alright. The iron lung, and it does look like a rusty type deal. Okay, so I can change. We have oxygen. I have our depth. We have our map. Wow. So, are we at 182, 186? Is that where we are? Is that what they're... Is that what's going on here? So we're like here? Hover mouse over nodes for more information. Okay. So if we start doing this... We're moving. How do I change the x-axis? Is that possible? Oh, the noises that are being made. I hate this. Query. How do I get out of here? Unknown query. I wonder what type of query I'm allowed to even put in here. The up and down arrows here, X and Y. The left one is to change angle. Okay. So then that starts moving the X. I've no idea where I actually am on the map, so we're just going to hope for the best. I'm scared I'm just going to crash into something. Ooh, there's a thing. Alright, hold on. But there is proximity alerts or proximity alarms. It's only hell for claustrophobics if you just, you know, let yourself be consumed by the fact that we're in a terrible situation. I could never allow myself to think that I'm in a terrible situation. Oh, this is the proximity alarm, isn't it? Okay, we're right up against a wall. Alright, so this is a proximity alarm. Gotcha. It's a good test. So we're going to turn around. We're learning. I'm turning this boat around and we're getting out of here. So we're good. It gives us more than enough time. So as long as I hit 186 on the Y, and then it's at a 33 degree, guys, you guys are gonna probably get mad at me. You guys are gonna get frustrated with my lack of directional ability here, but we're gonna try our best. See, because I can't see that I'm in the ocean, it's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Okay, so the problem is it's X322, chat, and that's X174. We're getting used to this thing. Whoa, all threes. I think I need to be somewhere else. So with the Y angle, we at 178, 185. So on the map, we're like here. I need to go over here. I need to get to like... Okay. Yeah, like I'm not a navigator. I'm not a navigator type guy. You know what I mean? But we're gonna learn. Because we have to. I just wanna... We'll focus on getting to our X objective first, and then we'll focus on the Y. Just going on a nice chill adventure chat. Just having a nice little drive, you know, to X322. We're getting there. Look, everything's gone so smoothly now, we're figuring it out. Okay. We're approaching, and there's a weird sound. Alright, now I just need to check the Y-axis. I need to go elsewhere. Alright. We're getting there. 186. We might be in front of it. Maybe not. Keep going. I think the angle matters as well, doesn't it? Obviously. Gotta turn the angle. So, angle 33. It's a good thing I'm not alone in this submarine. I've got all my friends with me. We're all fine, aren't we? Oh, guys, look at that. That's a beautifully positioned photo. Is that fine? That's good, right? Look at that. Bam. I'm a submarine expert. Query. What is that? Unknown. What the hell? What's my name? What's me name? R. Can you make any actual genuine queries here? Don't like that. Does it tick off? Oh, it does. Look, it's ticked off now, guys. Look at that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 objectives for us. Secret commands. Fire torpedoes. I'm wondering if it's like a keyword thing. Freedom. Did I even spell that right for a second there? I think I put an E in the unknown query. Execution. What year is it? I love that I can interact with it, but I'm not going to be any good at it. Alright, we've got our first photo, guys, and we are... And it was under 20 minutes. That's a world record. Oh, query does make sense. Like, typing actual stuff that I can get information on. You're so right. There we go. The SM-33. One of 4 in-service underwater crafts fashioned by the COI for use in conviction realization in the blood oceans. It is designed for deep liquid photography and analysis. Redacted. All rumors of the SM-13 and similar crafts being used for so-called mob justice by way of forced suffocation or otherwise have been proven false. Now that is insane. That is insane. The Quiet Rapture. In 357 EIC, without any prior warning, radio contact with our respective planets was suddenly cut. Nobody can recall having visual contact with any planets when the incident occurred or experiencing any other unusual phenomena, so it's uncertain what exactly might have happened. Upon investigation, it was observed independently by several stations that where there had previously been planets, nothing remained. Further investigation over the following months revealed that all known planets with sentient life, flora and fauna, a habitable atmosphere, or any sort of natural resources were likewise gone, along with all known stars. The only celestial bodies that have been found since are either uninhabitable moons or asteroids. Many theories have been proposed for this disaster, including religious interpretations of it as a literal rapture, some unknown quantum anomaly, or something more cosmic and sinister. There are no concrete answers yet. Very, very fun. Guys, the rapture just happened too. You see the streets, everyone's clothes all over the streets. What great timing for us to play this game. Oh man, don't tell me I gotta use that. Okay, next location, X378, Y263, angle 50. So, okay, here we go. I'm still not like super sold on which direction I'm currently. I don't know if I'm facing like which direction, you know, because we'll figure it out. I need X to be 378, so we'll keep pushing up. I'm pretty sure I'm going like, I think if I'm to believe the angle, I'm heading currently this way. I hope. I'm glad that proximity meter does what it does. I'm glad I know what that is. I was expecting it to be like a fucking full alarm. Yeah, I think the limited understanding of direction and the fact that I probably expect the game to build up in terms of what's going on here. When it saves progress, I get a little nervous. We're in the Magellan. Zan, this is Tarman. Get in the iron lung. Okay, 263. Alright, almost. Okay, so we're close to our destination. The angle is 50. Alright, we're about to look at something else. Yeah, should I put Markiplier in the query list and see what happens? I'll say Markiplier movie. So, Markiplier's making a movie of this. That's the only thing that I knew about this going in. It's some sort of horror experience that Markiplier is making a movie of. And here we are. Hang on. 3. Oh, yeah. That counts. Yeah, that counts. Cool. Spikes. Done, guys. Easy. Easy done. See that? That's submerged. Now if we just dart right over into that direction, we'll go get the next one. We'll just circle around here. Easy. You know, just like easy done. You know, just a day in the life of a convict. Day in the life of a convict. Love these noises. They make me feel very happy inside. I love that it's just nothing. Like, that sounds like something. Something out there. There's something out there. I don't feel good about it. It sounds upset. But there's nothing. Guys, there's nothing. See? I've checked the computer. There's nothing out there.
Oxygen notification.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna suffocate in my iron lung. The rumors. Okay, why is that? That proximity was there for so long. What the fuck? Not the oxygen, dude. Dude, what the hell? Okay. It's whatever that is. We're okay. I'm not being followed by some sort of giant creature. Relax, guy. $259,406. We're on our way. What is this noise? I don't like it. Okay. Angle of 296. Everybody stay calm now. This is a very chill, pleasant experience. I think I'm within parameters. Ugh. Okay. What is that? What is that? What is that? Cables or a worm? You decide. Alright. Look at us go. Just call me the navigator, maybe? Now I gotta loop this thing around and hit this spot. How the hell do I get over here? I guess there's some, like, dark spaces on the map. Okay. Well, now we're gonna try and leave. So I think if we go in this direction... I'm against this wall right here. Yeah. I'm like here right now. I've got a handle on the direction, actually. Oh. Okay. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Settle down now. Settle down now. I'm close to 2 objects. My name's Swansea. Settle down. I'm like hitting this corner at the moment. This actually requires such an insane level of focus. Like, we're not able to just have a typical yapping conversation, chat, I'll tell you that much. I feel just focused and or stressed, you know what I mean? We're at 380, 380. So we're about like here. So I need to just loop into here. Don't worry, this is easy. It's not even a tiny bit frightening. Okay, so I need to be, to get into this, I need to be at 400x 325y. I think I'm about to go right through that section and find myself in to the next space. The concept as well that's really interesting here is, like, we're also obviously trusting this map to be accurate. You know what I mean? Like, as well as, like, because we are genuinely just going into this blind with a camera that can show us a couple of shots. And we're just trusting that. Oh! How do I stop that? Do I interact with any valves? Oh my god. Hey, got a burst pipe here. Got a burst pipe here. Okay. That's cool. That's fine. I'm gonna lose more oxygen faster now. 560, 277. Here we go. Just keep swimming. Everything's fine. Don't listen to what's going on out there. Nobody wants to know about it. Just don't pay attention to the pipe leaking. Okay, so 277. Now I just need to go over here a bit. Whoa, that was quick. Oh no. Oh no, what was that? That was there and then it wasn't there. No, that was there and then it wasn't there. There was something there and then it was no longer there. Just ignore it. Just ignore it, I say. I've overshot by 10 degrees too. So let me just turn back. Okay. 560, 277, 043 angle. Let's take a look at this thing. And just, as long as you don't acknowledge your reality, everything's fine. I'm a big fan of just, you know, being in your own little world here. You know, everything's fine. I'm just in a base of operations. Oh! Is that a giant fish? Is that a giant fish over there? Alright, we got this. That's fine. The fuck? As I was saying, guys, if you just live in your own world, just live in your own world. You know, we're just in a little bubble. Surely he's not there anymore, right? Oh no! Ah! Confirmed thing that moves. It's a confirmed, movable, livable, breathable thing. All right, 613, 197. The fish is gone. I repeat, the fish is gone. Alright, if we just go bam, straight down here. 613, 197. I might be going the wrong way. Hold on. Yeah, look, I have a fear of the deep ocean, genuinely. I don't freak the hell out as much in, like, video games. It's the concept of real life that unsettles me. As well as deep space. Both of those things are obviously quite frustrating. As concepts, you're like, what the hell? I'm just kind of furiously checking my directions to make sure I'm actually doing this correctly, but it's, you know, 197, and then 613. I need to go up a bit. Not 179, 197. 6:13. Who's knocking? Someone knocked on my ship. Okay, the angle. 055. Just ignore everything happening on the outside of the ship. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All that matters is go to point on map, take photo, go home. Take photo. Hey, look, it's big fish. Look at that. I got an achievement saying not a whale. Photograph the complete skeleton. Bam. Would you look at that? That thing looks aggressive. Now, let me spin this around a bit. I want to get a look at that. Look at that thing. This is the first one that I've seen that I'm like, I want to get multiple photos. God damn. That's a big skull. It's a good thing I'm in here and that's out there, am I right? Just a guy on a ship and he's getting some pictures and he's getting his freedom when he's done taking his pictures. And nothing else is bad in here. I hate that going into that one. I don't want to go in there, but I have to. 864 258 209. Alright. We're going to go on an adventure. Now, I've obviously got to go around the bones now, because I'm right in front of the bones. So we're going to go up here. And say, see you later. See you later, bones. Thank you so much. That's right, not a problem for Captain McBoggle. So we're going here. I know how to read a map. Ignore that noise, it's nothing. Ignore that noise. I got really confused by the X, Y, and angle at the very start, Anuna, for sure. And now I think I've got a handle on it. Did you see that? This shit is not airtight. Did you see the drip of blood there when I walked past there? This shit's dripping. Alright. Focus up, people. We've got photos to take. I like to offset serious situations with humor, as to not acknowledge the dire reality of the situation. That about sums up my whole life. I'm gonna take a photo of it. What is it? It's a wall, guys. Alright, so we're approaching the wall on the eastern side of this trench. You understand me? Okay. We're approaching the wall. We gotta thread the needle, you understand? Back in my day, I was piloting submarines near Hiroshima. Oh! Of course, it's been a while. Of course, it's just been a little while. You know, that was a long time ago. How's the stream going? Oh. Can't talk right now. I'm threading the needle. we might be getting out into this space. 864253. Alright, I reckon I might be through. I reckon I have threaded that needle successfully. Hopefully the volume is good. Like, the atmosphere of the game is loud enough for you to, you know, feel immersed with me, but it's also not too much. It has rained blood. Did someone say raining blood? Someone get Slayer on the line. Let's turn on the radio. 258-864. 258-864. 258. There's noises out there and I don't like them. What the fuck are those noises, dude? What are those noises? I don't like them. Alright. 864, 258, we're approaching it. But also it looks like something's in front of us. And the angle is 209. I looked at the map, and the map looked at me, and it said, "You're really good at this," and I said, "Thank you, I know." Is that a damn building? Have I stumbled upon Atlantis? What? Now hold on a damn minute. This is some form of underwater society. That looks like a building to me. Great. I came this far for some fucking building, and now I need to turn around and go back. Time to go back. Alright. It's gonna be a very nice trip home. And by home, I mean to the next objective. Now to get out of here, I want to be at 800 and 250. Hey, settle down. Settle down. It's just a wall. Relax. Up. 815, 324. Why does this feel like I shouldn't be... Why does this feel like I shouldn't be in proximity alerts? But I am. Hold on now. I think I'm hitting that wall. Okay, I need to go to like 275. let's get out of this trench. Hope everyone's having a good time. I like to imagine the concept that, like, this submarine has a camera built in. It's like convict cam. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Convict Cam. We're watching another one of our unlucky prisoners in the Iron Lung today. How far will he get before he suffocates? Let's watch that sub! Oh! The timing of that is absolutely stupid. Why would you do that to me? Hey, there's another valve that broke. What a Japanese game show. That's right. You're all at home in the comfort of your own home on the Convict Cam, watching me try and navigate. Hey, babe! Deadly blood oceans. What the fuck? What the fuck? That stopped the sub dead in its tracks. What the fuck was that? Jesus. Get me out of here. Alright, hang on. Wait, 500. Man, we went a lot. Okay. Wait, we're over here? That happened a lot faster than I thought. Am I tripping? We're over here now? I thought we were still here. Okay. Where am I? 547. And then 344. I'm like here right now. So, I'm just going to turn it and I'm going to go up. Did we actually get pushed? Because I swear that we were not this far along. And now I'm doubting myself. Now I'm going crazy. Old Apocalypse going crazy in the Iron Lung. Now, I'm not crazy. I know exactly where I am. Alright. We're entering a new space now, you hear me? So, 623, 520. I'm about to apply to become a real-life submarine pilot after this chat. Oh! No! I heard it that time. I'm about to not apply to be a real-life submarine pilot after this. I heard that thing go past me. We're not alone in here, guys. 523. 623. 520. If I could stop getting upset by the directions, I'd be able to figure this out. $583. I'm just going to keep pushing in this direction. And I'm not even slightly overwhelmed. Alright, so we're on the right track. Now I just need to go this way. Yeah, imagine being in a submarine. Imagine being in a Titan submarine. Now, the angle of 63. What are we taking a photo of today? Bones. Alright, so big old amount of bones. So are we swimming in the blood of all of these creatures? The creature feature. Alright. Nice. Okay, now this is an interesting one because on the map, I'm assuming it's here. This looks like there's a bit of connective tissue. So I gotta get up to these. There's 3 left. I don't know about you guys, but if they ever need a submarine pilot for virtual reality and not real life, they can call me. Alright, let's turn this hunk of iron around. Da 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 da. This is just a straight shot, unless there's any giants. Unless there's any giant sea leviathans out there. Now, the reason why I'm not taking so many photos until I reach my destination is because I don't want to acknowledge what's out there. You understand me? If I don't look out there, they're not looking at me. They ignore me, I ignore them. I'm taking pictures of bones. Okay, where am I? I'm at 485. Alright, keep pushing. Keep pushing. I need to get to point 350 before I consider changing my direction. Oxygen. Hey, I'm not gonna suffocate in this thing, am I? You wouldn't suffocate little old me. Alright, I've made it to the 380 space. The music is getting there. Now, this is a gamble because this is just static. But I'm pretty sure this is a tunnel. Yeah, whenever I see saving progress, I'm like clenching slightly. Oh! Hang on, 351. Hang on. Oh, no, wait. 549. That's right. I know how to read maps. Leave me alone. 351. Up here. Okay, so I'm like right in here now. Might have to actually try and navigate. Let me get a look. The map It's unclear. That's a big wall. We're gonna leave that alone. I'm almost through now. Alright, I actually navigated that. I navigated static on my map. Now we're out here. Time to go here. 325, 741. After we be able to enjoy all of the fun stuff here, we'll have to take a look at what else you can input on the computer. I think Sid knows all of the secrets. 325, 741. 325, 741. No worries, Lariel. I hope your dreams are not filled with... What the fuck? I'm like, it's getting real bright in here. I'm like, wait a second, it's getting really bright in here. I'm like, you guys smell that? You guys smell something? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm like looking at this being like, man, it feels like we're warm in here all of a sudden. My ass feels so warm. How long had that been there for? Because that, I was like, what? Oh my god, yeah, you're so right about the oxygen. What the fuck? How long was that there for? I was like hearing a noise. I'm like, it's getting a bit brighter. Wow. Maybe I was pushing my little submarine a little too hard. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, good night. Hope your dreams are not filled with fire on a submarine. Hey guys, it said saving progress. What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? Oh. It's just bones. That's fine. Alright, now we have to decide which one do I like more. I guess I'll go for the one that is closer to me. We'll definitely check out the terminal after finishing. For sure. Don't worry about that. Get a photo of the Beatles. Alright, I'm turning around. I'm turning this thing around. And we're going this way. I'm just gonna go this way now. So I'm going to have to get to X180, Y576, but that don't matter because first I got to get myself in there. So we want to go to 650, 250. My friend, 650, 250. Saving progress, don't like it. Hello, John Rick. I decide which games to play on the game day stream by spinning a wheel. It was in my game day announcement video, where we spin a wheel at the end of every game, and that decides next week's game. And we're currently in October, well, soon to be in October, so we've been focusing on horror game streams. So there will be more horror game streams for the rest of October. I don't like these noises. So once I get to 200, I want to be turning left. Going down here. Dude, these noises are fucked. Fuck ass noises in my iron lung. 180, 576. Oh my god. What? What? The noises, they're getting worse. Oh, hell no. 185.76. I don't like what's happening. I don't like what's going on. I don't like what's happening here. $184. Oh my god. Alright, 180. 576. We're in that range. 184. I need to get this and then get the fuck out of here because I don't like what's going on here at all. I feel like I'm gonna explode. I'm getting my Titan sub. What the fuck is that? Did that count? That didn't even count. Hold on now. 184. 1576. Not in the parameters for that to count. What the fuck is that? What is that? Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? The anomaly. I got it. Alright. Turn this thing around, get the hell out of here. I thought I was touching some anomaly. I've seen enough. Get out of here now. No more anomalies. Don't crash on your way out now. Stop! Stop! For God's sake. I'm not crazy. Chad, I'm not crazy. It actually... Look, I'm in a different place. I was right here, and now it's pushed me over here. I'm not crazy. When you hit that, you get, like, booted out. So that's happened twice now. I'm getting displaced for a brief moment. It like pushes me out. What the fuck? So now I'm at 276, 635. I'm here now. So I gotta go up here. Must have fallen asleep at the wheel. Let me keep pressing the buttons. One more photo. Guys, if I take this last photo, am I going to finish the game? Shortest Apocalypse game day stream of all time. Short and sweet, you know, it doesn't overstay its welcome. You know, I'm almost out of oxygen in here. So, what's the entrance to this place? This is 700. I want to get to 700, 500. The faster you drive this thing to your location, the faster you get out. You don't have to deal with what the hell's going on out there. Put your head down, you get the work done. I love that I am just canonically Swansea. This is what Swansea was doing before he got on that ship in mouthwashing. 445656. I will simply go up. Why the fuck was that immediately so close? It was like not there, and then it's like immediately so fucking... Fellas, even Swansea gets shaken from time to time. Focus up. It was nothing. I think that was just a weird rock. I think that was a weird rock floating by the lands, and the sun, because the sun, it's reaching down here. The light, it caught it on a weird angle there. Just a flash of the submarine camera. Just settle down. Nothing out there. Nothing out there in the blood ocean.
Oxygen notification.
Running out of oxygen. That's okay. I'm good at holding my breath. Should have taken that Pony Express job. God damn it. Ah! What do you mean? Oh my god, I'm leaking in here. Okay, hold on. 675, 828. All that dripping blood was finally amounting to something. Alright, focus, focus, don't crash now. I'm at 699, so I'm up here. And I'm at 600, so I'm right here. Okay, I'm right here. So we're gonna go up. Focus. We're so close now to freedom. Genuine freedom. I could almost taste it, or is that the iron in my mouth? So once we get to this spot, 700, 600. I mean 750, yeah. Hey, I think this blood level's rising. I don't know about you. $675, 828. $675, 828 at the angle of 295. Are you ready to take a look at whatever the hell this is? The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench, as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse. Its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, what's left of it, is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. I was not allowed to get that last photo. That was fucking insane. I thought I failed for a second. Oh my god, dude. That's really good. That's such an effective and, like, short horror experience. That was crazy. I was thinking maybe a couple of hours at least, but I guess I was just good at navigating those blood tunnels. That was fucking crazy. Genuinely. Bambi says, that shit was so scary, dog. I can't believe it. Oh man, that was crazy. Now we press continue. Where are we if we press continue right before we explode? What happens if you press continue? It starts again. Oh no, it starts there. So it does. You can continue right before. All right. Shall we input some queries? Should we see what's going on? From a query point of view. What should we put in? I'll put myself down here for it, so it doesn't cut off all of that text. That was really cool. I like that it doesn't overstay its welcome. However, I think if the game was like, 2.5 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours long, they could probably, but like, there's only so much that you could do for an experience like this, where you don't want it to like overstay its welcome, and also it's a fun little experimental thing. But this was effective at what it was doing. I loved the eyeball on the photo. I'm like, that was next to me real quick. And I like that it doesn't do it too much or too often to the point where you kind of get used to it and shrug it off. Like the moments that do pop up are very effective. All right, we got some stuff to put in. COI, the Consolidation of Iron, or COI, is a brotherhood of 3 space stations and 2 spacecrafts found on the principle of collectivism and ruled by the popular vote of all citizens, numbering 257 at the time of this entry. Yes, what a huge population. Its name comes from the iron and steel materials its 2 main stations are constructed from, and the principle of unity and togetherness in the face of menace from other surrounding systems, such as Eden. This is really cool that, like, obviously it throws you into an existing, like, universe and situation, and then there's, like, some real subtle world building around it that you could do more with this. And I mean, that makes me very, very curious to see how Markiplier is going to make a movie out of something like this. For sure. I mean, it's definitely possible. Eden. Space Station Eden is the largest man-made structure that still exists in the wake of the Quiet Rapture. It was formerly the main station for Mars, and the populace still maintain a strong sense of Martian patriotism and independence, making them a constant threat to the sanctity and security of the COI. It has a current population of 468 and has the only known remaining trees in its interior garden. The COI considers Eden a threat to all collective well-being after their attack on Filament Station. So I think what's really cool here is with the queries, they're pretty... it makes sense because you've got, like, you can see the keywords color-coded. Like, I could put in Mars, and it will tell me about Mars because that's color-coded. So that's cool. The 4th planet from the Sun, and the site first off-Earth colony in 1992 AD, which is 0 EIC. Mars was most populated planet in the solar system before the quiet rapture, surpassing Earth in 143 EIC. Now all that remains of Mars's former glory is the Eden space station. Man, that stuff's sick. And then I can do EIC, which is the Epoch of Interplanetary Colonization, is an interstellar calendar standardization adopted with the establishment of the first off-Earth colony on Mars in 1992 AD. It was and is the predominant calendar used throughout the known galaxy, although before the quiet rapture, many debated switching over to a more standardized measurement of years. IMC, or Interstellar Martian Calendar, was especially popular owing to a large population residing on Mars. After the quiet rapture, all stations and Starship alliances still use EIC, aside from Eden, which uses IMC. Classic. This is just the the measurement system debate. IMC, Interstellar Martian Calendar, is an alternative to the more widely used EIC. It was poised to be officially adopted by Mars before the quiet rapture, whereas EIC is based on the rotation of Earth, IMC is based on the rotation of Mars, meaning that 1 year in IMC is about 1.88 years in IMC. Currently only Eden, a former Martian space station, uses IMC. That shit would be so whack, like in space, where you're measuring like years and how like your body would age the same, but you would grow up at a different pace. If we consider like a year to be an orbit around the sun. How interesting is it that how we use to, measure time? Because it's something that really, it's such a fundamental core concept of our existence, that we keep time, and that we're like, it's a birthday and it's an anniversary and it's this and it's that, and like we only base that on, we make a lap around the sun, and it's something that like, it just makes sense. But then if you're on another planet, your body ages at the same rate, but takes longer to go around. So then you'll be like, took me a little longer to get to 30 this year, It's such an interesting concept because, animals and other creatures on our planet, they have a sense of like routine and an understanding of the movement of like the sun and their day and night cycle, but they don't keep time in the way that we do. So weird. So there's a few in here that we're able to pop up, which is cool. Sid's got a couple more that I can throw in here though, like 85, which says Moon 85, which is the planet, or the moon that we're on. This entry has been redacted. See Blood Oceans for more information. An unexplained phenomenon that has been identified on 4 separate moons since the quiet rapture. Moon 85 and Moon Z8 are the most notable locations, as they are under the control of the COI. Enough research has been conducted on the blood itself to determine that it is indeed human blood, but we have not discovered where it comes from or how it keeps its liquid form. The ocean at 85 is of particular interest because redacted, so it is human blood. What the fuck? Moon Z8. The site of one of 4 known blood oceans and one of 2 such moons under the control of the COI, Moon Z8 has historically been used for the realization of COI convictions until the discovery of Moon 85. How crazy. Okay. We also have... Yeah, hold on. I need to scroll up a bit. I think Filament was one I hadn't put in yet. The breach left Filament Station... Oh, hang on, sorry. Filament Station was the 4th and largest space station in the COI until 362 EIC, when tensions between COI and Eden erupted in a 9-day battle on the station. The conflict battle ended unresolved when Eden troops resorted to sabotaging the station's reactor. Recator? I'm assuming that means reactor, but it's a typo, resulting in a critical breach. The breach left Filament Station uninhabitable due to high levels of radiation, and it has sat empty ever since. The prisoners taken during the conflict have been undergoing conviction realization in the years since, with the final ones expected to repay their debts and integrate into COI society by 381 EIC. God damn. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, what haven't I put in yet? Conviction realization, SMA, monster, and bowls, apparently. That's, okay. I'll put in conviction realization. A humane form of criminal justice used by the COI where crimes are repaid by rendering service to the general collective. Often this is by performing surveys, maintenance, or other similarly beneficial tasks. SM8. Burner subs. Learn about the SM8 achievement. Hopefully they don't redact this before updating the database. What most people don't understand is that not all subs are built equal. The SM8 isn't a burner sub. It really is for exploring and surveying blood oceans. If they send you down in the iron lung, they don't give a fuck if you come back, or if the sub comes back because it's a pile of garbage and you're a piece of shit. You come back with photos, great. You sit down there and suffocate quietly, even better. But if they send the SM8 down, one of the scientists is piloting, and they all expect them to return. And now the SM8 is in the blood ocean in pieces. No, not hit a rock pieces or sprung a leak pieces. It looks like something tore it up. And the weirdest thing is that nobody else seems surprised. We might have found the first planetary life since the rapture, and they're acting like it's no big deal. I know you're next in line for realization in the iron lung, and usually that means you won't be seeing the stars again. But they don't have an SM8 anymore. They have 3 burner subs, and a lot of curiosity about AT5, and maybe that means you have a chance. Damn. So someone was looking out for us there. Monster. Discoveries on Moon AT5. Redacted. Balls. Behavior warning. The COI expects everyone in the collective to maintain a standard of polite and acceptable behavior. Please consider your language and attitude before interacting. Thank you. So there you go. That's what happens if you type balls. Wow, that's a crazy little bit of lore to read about this. It makes me very interested in them doing more with it. I'd really like to see more. That's really cool. I want to read more of chat, what you guys were talking about as I was typing these. Is there anything else that I can put in? So as we move away from Earth, our rate of DNA burn be different. So interesting. Any other codes? Or is that it? Type. Now I can see. What does it mean by that? Oh, now I can see. Oh. The window. And now I can see that it's all blood, baby. Oh my god, the way that it just like fucking appears is so funny. Because that's so different. So that's automatic. What if I just... we're breaking it now. I think it's just going to stay on there till you take the photo. It's attached itself to the ship. Oh, there we go. That's funny to see how it like pops up. That means you don't actually have to take a photo of it to get it to go away. You can, which is ridiculous. I'm glad I took a photo instead of ignoring it. Okay, I think, is it gonna go away or not? I don't think it is gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. Wow, that's crazy. I love that for us. How interesting is that? It definitely does break the immersion because it's just popping an image on it. But like we're in the fun period now. All right, let's crash the sub. We crashed it. That's why we have that, Hey, you know what? I'm proud of myself for not crashing not once. Alright? I'm proud of myself for not having to start again. The fire situation was funny for a time there. CH Rave. Rave mode activated. We're in rave mode. Being able to see out the window is such a blessing. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, wow. I'm really excited for that movie. And then, like, I would definitely play a different type of game in this world. They could definitely do another moon or something different. Speaker activated. What does that mean? What did that do? Life vest activated. I don't know what they do. Does life vest mean if I crash that I don't die somehow? I don't know. Well, that was Iron Lung. Really liked reading about it. Oh, there's the speaker. There's a speaker right there. Because that was how we were getting spoken to at the very start. There is a Markiplier. I typed Markiplier, it didn't work. Ah! Oh no. No! E. Oh. They really love that guy. Guys, it would be my dream to be recognized in this way in a video game once. Where's the Apocalypse cheat? That's crazy. Okay. Noir mode activated. So there we go. For peak horror, we are in Noir Rave Markiplier mode. Oh god. Well, that was Iron Lung, everyone. Solid effort for us to do that. So we've finished. We've finished. But thank you so much for joining, everyone. I really appreciate it. Iron Lung was really fun. A nice short experience, but one that I'm very intrigued by. I'm curious to check out the movie, and if anything more will come out in this sort of world and universe. I'm very excited about it. It's been a blast. A short but sweet blast. And I will see you next week for Clock Tower Rewind.